Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Fields now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. Flushed out right. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a play fake. Carr throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn,
Touchdown, Chicago. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10.
play action. It's Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Newman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
That's the score, Bears 21, Colts 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On play action, now Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Off play action, Fields. Flushed out right. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter. Not far.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On play action, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
6-18.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Carr now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
93. Coming to you, coming to you.
To throw his Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Naeem Hines as time expires in the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Second down at 5. Here's Carr to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Harris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it will tie our game here in the third.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Quiddy Pay in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. There he goes, right side. Past the 20.
Oh, we got plenty of fight there.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Flush to his right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. On first down, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
42, Bears 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for Chicago. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Carr to throw again. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Room here to run. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Bears are right back in this football game. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. First and 10, Taylor now. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Carr going to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. This one into the hands of Burton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derek Carr, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 138 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were